I remember how many times I told my sister Utah doesn't have a feral cat problem. And it wasn't that the cats didn't exist here, I just wasn't aware of them. And now all I see is cats everywhere I go.
Animals, you know exactly where you stand with them. They're not gonna lie to you. They have no ulterior motive. They just want to be alive. And we keep impacting them in horrible ways. Well, we moved into this building about 12 years ago. We got a call from the city, and they said that Dinosaur Park was ready to proceed with expansion and that we would need to move. It was pretty much a giant gut punch.
I work with an animal rescue, and we've been helping the community to get the cats spayed and neutered so they don't have more babies. There was a Christmas that I had completely flipped my entire life upside down and was kind of starting over. It was my midlife crisis, I guess. And I just felt sorry for myself and found myself in like a really deep, dark state of just depression and self-pity and self-loathing, I guess. And I happened to get a call from one of the rescues I was volunteering with that they needed a holiday pet sitter for a litter of kittens. I said sure, and within those couple of weeks, those cats were the reason that I got up every day. These animals, in a way, kind of just saved me in that period of life and really made me recommit to saving them.
The current facility, or the one we're moving out of, that facility was very specifically designed and built to house animals and do education. They gave us 180 days to move out. That's impossible. So when we found this property, well, the price is right, but we will not be able to do any kind of aquatic animals here. For the first 2 months after I found out the news, I did go to a dark place and I could not function. It took me 2 months before I could even talk about it. There's nowhere in the state to transfer this animal to. And I've got about 3 weeks left to try to find somewhere out of state that can take him. Or she'll be put down.
It gets really hard when you have to make those choices of which, like you have 2 cats in front of you, which one do you save and which one do you essentially say like, sorry, I got to you too late. You just at some point have to build a thick skin and keep going because it's like, okay, but there's 20 more I can save and that I can help.
It took a lot for me to get kind of that point where like, wait a minute, what are you doing? You're wasting time here. You don't have time and it's not gonna stop anything from happening if you don't get up and move. This is a community coming together. This is not me. This is not our staff. This is an entire community. This is people giving time to make some really amazing things happen.
It's really easy to ignore a problem when you don't know anything about it, but now that the information's out there and you have access to do something and to get involved, and the real question is like, what are you gonna do now? Like, how are you gonna get involved?
Just because we have a temporary home does not mean we're out of the woods. Not being able to do any aquatic animals is not okay. We have to be here. We take in about 4,000 animals a year. That's 4,000 dead animals every year if we don't exist.
Overall, rescue is a really rewarding thing to be a part of. You know, going back to these places, even years down the road and being able to see these healthy colonies and thriving, and you know their names, and there's the cats that get to know you, and being a part of that and being a part of the solution is really rewarding.
For me, working with them is a privilege, and interact with them and help them and heal them.